Grant us more units, sire, and I vow to present our foes in a bloody heap at your feet.
And would you have us destroy those whom we could exploit?
We fall behind in weapons technology, sire. Street urchins with wooden swords could defeat this army as it stands. Our ships are not fit to hold chamber pots, sire. Correct the situation in haste. Expenses be damned, sire. We need barracks, else where will our soldiers rest their mighty lances? While the men of learning play with their quill pens, sire, the city defenses stay as thin as parchment. Build city walls!
Would that we could wall up your gaping mouth, platehead.
Let love and wine their rights maintain. No complaint, sire, and their united pleasure crave. This bloody council be damned, sire! We have mighty soldiers and the will to fight. Let us go forth!
Ponder matters carefully, sire, before we trifle with other nations.
Sire, the very cobblestones of our streets possess more learning than we do. In truth, sire, we suck. The science rate ebbs low, your majesty. May I propose a small adjustment?
And may I propose a small adjustment in your wits, you who would drain the taxes from the royal coffers?
Reflect on this one, Lord. We got to keep the people happy, too.
Build more science improvements, sire, for even a humble man of learning needs a place to rest his parchment. Build trade routes, sire, and bring the knowledge of other cities to our doorsteps. All is well, sire. I am off to ponder matters of gravity. Sire, perhaps our spies or soldiers could acquire the knowledge that other lands won't grant us. All the world marvels at our superior intellect, sire.
The coffers lie empty, sire. I must insist that we raise the taxes or hire more collectors forthwith.
I must object, sire, to any tampering with the science rate.
Sire, we must keep the people happy, too.
Sire, before our empire can truly grow, we need a place, let us call it a bank, in which money can be stored and lended, for a price. Sire, I propose we construct more marketplaces, for all will benefit when the finest goods are traded within our cities. I am most woefully displeased, sire, for how can we maintain the jewels upon our fingers when we lack even the means to trade with distant lands? Sire, I propose more caravans, that we may draw off the wealth of distant nations. We do well in all matters of trade, sire, although an extra tax or two never hurt the royal coffers, eh? We are rich, sire, rich, rich, rich!
Silence, vile merchants! There are other pigs to gut first! Nay, sire! The defense of our cities takes precedence! I agree, sire. I agree, sire. Nay, sire. Pay them no heed, sire. A word, sire, and hastily.
I agree, sire. I disagree, sire. Pay them no heed, sire. May I speak, your majesty? Silence, keghead. Pshaw!
I agree, sire. I disagree, sire. Pay them no heed, sire. If we may take counsel, your majesty. These matters take coin, excellency. Expenses, your majesty. Hold your tongue, sirrah. Mind your tongue.
I agree, sire. I disagree, sire. Pay them no heed, sire. A word, sire, if it would not trouble you. You big oaf.
I agree, your majesty. I disagree, king. Pay them no heed, your majesty. May we speak, your majesty? Oh, man. I've had enough of this. Uh-huh. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I have cause for concern, your majesty.
Perhaps 'tis time to explore this vast world, sire, and find what treasures lay beyond these palace gates. My lord, let us ally with our neighbors now, and ravage them later. My lord, let us research espionage in order to obtain information from other lands. Other lands regard us with suspicion, lord, Perhaps 'tis time to mend our treacherous ways.
And perhaps it's time to mend our enemies with our bloody sword points! Foolishness, sire! With a good army we can take all that we desire!
Or perhaps this wily one has her hooks in you, sire.
My lord, construct some embassies, that I may sink my hooks into the hearts of other nations. You'll not regret it. Let us trade technologies with other lands, sire, and exploit the spoils of their intellect. Truly, your majesty's relations with other empires be remarkable.
I don't mean to be scuffing the lordship's buckle shoes, but the government will fall if the people don't get entertained forthwith. No one can live without luxuries, sire. Raise the luxury rate in haste, though the taxes may suffer.
And you will suffer my wrath if you continue to spout this foolishness.
Sire, the people need temples and entertainers to raise their spirits. Take action hastily. I cannot lift the people's spirits alone, your majesty. Assist me with some luxuries and keep the people's hearts content.
Take heed if you must, sire, but leave the science rate alone. Heed not the ramblings of half-wits, sire. Technology holds the key to the Empire's future.
You do well, sire, and the people live happily in your kingdom. The people rejoice, sire. Long live your majesty, the king.